This is Dr. Michael Datcher, and today we're talking about being productive through joy. Now you know the term joy from the old French joie, J-O-I-E, which is oftentimes defined as a great emotion or great feeling of pleasure. Who could use a great feeling of pleasure in their life up in here? Probably you would think that would be a very common thing, but for many of us, including some of our young folks, that isn't always the case. I can define, of course, joy all day long, but we know it best by our experience. It's the feeling, for example, when you, for the first time, recognize that someone who you really like also really likes you. How they place their hand upon your hand, or look you in the eye, or comment on your lovely red dress. Or for those of us who are lucky enough to actually fall in love with someone who actually loves you back in that Teddy Pendergrass. Not talking about a 4 to 60. We're talking about that 50-50. And if you've had that feeling, you know that's such a powerful feeling. And what I'm saying to you today is, what if you could replicate that feeling? If you could make that thing, that feeling of having someone love you as you love them back, be a part of your everyday life. Make it a part of your lifestyle. But most folks aren't really having that lifestyle, are they? It's not true. Even for our young folks, for folks who are students here or students somewhere else. According to a national study in 2019, 45% of college students said they've had a depression in the last year that was so powerful that it made them unable to function. 45%. Wow. 65%, as a professor, I know this from firsthand, say that their anxiety is overwhelming. That's 65% have had the feeling of their anxiety being overwhelming. And most powerfully probably is 85% in a national study of modern college students said that they feel exhausted. And not from physical exertion, from working out or being up late, but the feeling of life, the living of life is exhausting for them. Think about that. Who's ever been tired of being sick and tired? But when you are a young person in your 20s, early 20s, when you're a young millennial, and that's your experience, you have your whole life ahead of you, that's a very, very troubling phenomenon.